Lionel Andres Messi was born on June 24, 1987 in the city of Rosario. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest football players in history. His extraordinary dribbling ability, vision, passing, finishing, creativity, consistency, and leadership have made him one of the most successful athletes ever. His journey from a small boy in Argentina to a global football icon is a story of talent, determination, sacrifice, resilience, and relentless hard work. Messi was born into a humble working-class family. His father, Jorge Horacio Messi, worked in a steel factory and also coached a local youth football team. His mother, Celia Maria Cuxatini, worked in a magnet manufacturing workshop. Lionel was the third of four children. He has two older brothers, Rodrigo and Matias, and one younger sister, Maria Sol. His family provided love, encouragement, and support despite having limited financial resources. Football became a part of Messi's life almost as soon as he could walk. While most children played with toys, Messi preferred spending every possible moment with a football. He would dribble around furniture inside the house and play for hours on the streets of Rosario with neighborhood children. His grandmother, Celia, recognized his exceptional talent before anyone else. She strongly encouraged him to play organized football and regularly accompanied him to training sessions and matches. Messi has often credited his grandmother as one of the most important influences in his life. Even today, after scoring goals, he frequently points both index fingers toward the sky as a tribute to her memory. At the age of 4, Messi joined the local club Grandoli, where his father served as one of the coaches. Even at such a young age, he displayed remarkable control of the ball. Coaches, parents, and spectators quickly noticed that he possessed unusual natural ability. Despite being much smaller than most of the other children, he consistently outperformed older and physically stronger players through his balance, agility, and intelligence. In 1995, at the age of 8, Messi joined the youth academy of Newell's Old Boys, one of Argentina's most respected football clubs. Playing for the club's youth teams, he quickly became one of the brightest young talents in the country. His team, often referred to as the Machine of '87, dominated youth competitions. Messi scored hundreds of goals during his years there and became known for his extraordinary dribbling skills, low center of gravity, quick acceleration, and exceptional finishing ability. Everything appeared to be moving in the right direction until Messi was diagnosed with growth hormone deficiency, GHD, at the age of 10. The condition prevented his body from growing normally and threatened both his health and his football career. Doctors recommended hormone treatment that would cost approximately $900 per month, an amount far beyond what his family could afford. The financial burden placed enormous pressure on the Messi family. Although Newell's Old Boys initially provided limited assistance, they could not continue covering the treatment expenses. Several clubs admired Messi's extraordinary talent, including Club Atlético River Plate, but none were willing or able to commit to paying for his expensive medical treatment. For a period, it seemed possible that one of football's greatest talents might never receive the opportunity to develop. Everything changed in 2000 when Messi traveled to Spain for a trial with FC Barcelona. During the trial, the club's coaches and scouts were astonished by the level of skill displayed by the 13-year-old Argentine. His dribbling, passing, decision-making, and composure far exceeded expectations for a player of his age. One of Barcelona's sporting directors, Carles Rexach, immediately recognized Messi's extraordinary potential. Fearing that another club might sign him first, Rexach famously wrote an agreement on a paper napkin, promising that Barcelona would offer Messi a contract. That handwritten agreement became one of the most famous moments in football history and symbolized Barcelona's commitment to one of the greatest talents the sport had ever seen. Soon afterward, Messi and his family relocated to Barcelona. The move was not easy. They left behind relatives, friends, and their familiar surroundings in Argentina to begin an entirely new life in Spain. Messi struggled to adapt to a different language, culture, education system, and lifestyle. Naturally shy, he found it difficult to make friends during his early months. Barcelona enrolled Messi in its world-renowned youth academy, La Masia. The academy had already earned a reputation for developing technically gifted footballers, and Messi quickly established himself as one of its brightest prospects. Barcelona also agreed to pay for his hormone treatment, giving him the medical support that had previously been impossible for his family to afford. The hormone therapy required regular injections over several years. Despite the physical discomfort and emotional challenges, Messi never allowed the treatment to interfere with his football development. He trained with remarkable dedication every day, determined to make the most of the opportunity Barcelona had given him. At La Masia, Messi progressed rapidly through every age group. Coaches consistently praised his technical excellence, vision, composure, and work ethic. He possessed an extraordinary ability to control the ball in tight spaces, evade defenders with minimal movement, and create scoring opportunities that seemed impossible. Although his physical stature remained relatively small compared to many opponents, his balance, acceleration, intelligence, and close control made him nearly impossible to stop. Messi's teammates soon realized they were playing alongside someone extraordinary. Training sessions often became demonstrations of his incredible dribbling ability. Defenders struggled to take the ball away from him, and coaches frequently challenged older players to compete against him because boys of his own age found it nearly impossible to contain him. As Messi continued developing, Barcelona carefully managed his progression through their youth system. His technical qualities improved even further under the academy's philosophy, which emphasized possession, quick passing, positional awareness, creativity, and intelligent movement. These principles would later become the foundation of Barcelona's historic style of play. By the early 2000s, Messi had established himself as the most exciting young player within Barcelona's academy. Club officials increasingly believed they possessed a once-in-a-generation talent. His performances consistently exceeded expectations, and discussions about his future with the senior team began long before he reached adulthood. At just 16 years old, Messi was already training with Barcelona's first team alongside established international stars. Despite his youth, he displayed remarkable confidence and composure against experienced professionals. His ability to dribble past defenders, maintain possession under pressure, and create scoring opportunities impressed everyone who watched him. Senior players immediately recognized his extraordinary talent. Among those most impressed was Brazilian superstar Ronaldinho, who welcomed the young Argentine and predicted that he would eventually become one of the greatest players in the world. Ronaldinho's encouragement played an important role in helping Messi adapt to life with Barcelona's senior squad. Messi's remarkable journey from the streets of Rosario to Barcelona's first-team training ground had taken only a few years, but every step had been shaped by sacrifice, determination, family support, and unwavering belief. The next chapter of his career would transform him from a promising teenager into one of football's greatest legends. At the age of 16, Lionel Messi's performances in training had convinced Barcelona's coaching staff that he was ready to compete with professional players. Although physically smaller than almost everyone around him, he consistently embarrassed experienced defenders with his speed, balance, close control, and confidence. Every training session strengthened the belief that the club possessed a once-in-a-generation talent. On November 16, 2003, Messi made his unofficial first-team debut in a friendly match against FC Porto. Even though it was not an official competitive appearance, his performance attracted immediate attention. His dribbling, intelligence, and fearlessness against senior professionals suggested that he was capable of competing at the highest level despite being only 16 years old. Less than a year later, on October 16, 2004, Messi made his official debut for FC Barcelona in a La Liga match against RCD Espanyol. At just 17 years old, he became one of the youngest players ever to represent Barcelona in the Spanish top division. Although he played only a short period, the debut marked the beginning of one of the greatest careers in football history. During the 2004-05 season, Messi gradually earned more playing time under coach Frank Rijkaard. Training alongside world-class players accelerated his development. Senior stars such as Ronaldinho, Samuel Eto'o, Xavi, and Andres Iniesta became important influences during his early professional years. On May 1, 2005, Messi scored his first official goal for Barcelona against Albacete Balompié. Ronaldinho provided a delicate chipped pass over the defense, and Messi calmly lifted the ball over the goalkeeper. At 17 years, 10 months, and 7 days old, he became Barcelona's youngest goalscorer in La Liga history at that time. The celebration between Ronaldinho and Messi became an iconic image, symbolizing the passing of greatness from one superstar to another. Barcelona won the 2004-05 La Liga title, giving Messi the first major trophy of his professional career. Although his role was still developing, he had already demonstrated enough quality to convince supporters that a remarkable future awaited him. The following season brought further progress. Messi became an increasingly important member of the first-team squad. His confidence grew with every appearance, and his technical ability continued to improve. Barcelona captured both La Liga and the UEFA Champions League during the 2005-06 season. Although an injury prevented Messi from participating in the Champions League final against Arsenal FC, he received a winner's medal and experienced the joy of becoming a European champion at just 18 years old. By the 2006-07 season, Messi had become one of Barcelona's regular starters. Fans around the world began comparing him with legendary Argentine footballer Diego Maradona because of his incredible dribbling ability and low center of gravity. On March 10, 2007, Messi delivered one of the most memorable performances of his early career by scoring a hat-trick against Real Madrid CF in El Clasico. Barcelona drew the match 3-3, but Messi's 3 goals against their greatest rivals announced his arrival among football's elite. Few teenagers had ever dominated such an important match with such composure. Only a month later, on April 18, 2007, Messi scored one of the greatest goals ever seen in football. Playing against Getafe CF in the Copa del Rey, he collected the ball inside his own half and dribbled past multiple defenders before rounding the goalkeeper and scoring. The goal was immediately compared to Diego Maradona's famous goal of the century against England in the 1986 FIFA World Cup because of its remarkable similarity. Later that same season, Messi also scored another extraordinary goal by dribbling around the goalkeeper and using exceptional balance and close control before finishing from a difficult angle. His ability to create goals from impossible situations became one of the defining characteristics of his career. Although injuries occasionally interrupted his progress during these early years, Messi consistently returned stronger each time. Barcelona's medical staff carefully managed his workload to reduce the risk of recurring muscular injuries. Messi himself devoted increasing attention to fitness, nutrition, and recovery. The arrival of coach Pep Guardiola in 2008 transformed both Barcelona and Messi. Guardiola immediately recognized that Messi should become the central figure of the team. He built Barcelona's tactical system around Messi's unique qualities while surrounding him with technically gifted teammates who perfectly complemented his style. Under Guardiola, Barcelona developed one of the greatest football teams ever assembled. The midfield partnership of Xavi, Andres Iniesta, and Sergio Busquets controlled possession with extraordinary precision. Their understanding with Messi created a style of football admired around the world. During the 2008-09 season, Messi reached an entirely new level. He scored goals consistently, created countless opportunities for teammates, and demonstrated remarkable maturity despite being only 21 years old. His influence extended beyond statistics. Every attack seemed to flow through him. Barcelona completed an extraordinary treble by winning La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the UEFA Champions League. In the Champions League final against Manchester United FC, Messi scored a memorable header despite being much shorter than the defenders marking him. Barcelona won 2-0, confirming themselves as the best club team in Europe. Messi finished the season with 38 goals in all competitions and established himself as one of the world's finest players. His performances earned widespread praise from coaches, teammates, journalists, and former players. In December 2009, Messi received the first Ballon d'Or of his career, recognizing him as the best footballer in the world. Winning football's most prestigious individual award represented the culmination of years of sacrifice, determination, and relentless improvement. However, Messi viewed individual recognition as secondary to team success. His humble personality remained unchanged despite growing worldwide fame. He continued focusing on training, improving his game, and helping Barcelona win trophies. The 2009-10 season saw Messi become even more productive. Guardiola increasingly deployed him in a false nine role rather than as a traditional winger. This tactical adjustment revolutionized modern football. Instead of remaining near the touchline, Messi dropped deeper into midfield, drawing defenders out of position before accelerating into dangerous attacking spaces. The new role proved devastatingly effective. Defenders struggled to decide whether to follow him into midfield or remain in their defensive positions. Either choice created space for Barcelona's attackers. Messi finished the 2009-10 season with 47 goals in all competitions, matching a long-standing club record. His performances earned him a second consecutive Ballon d'Or and confirmed that his previous year's success had not been temporary. By the end of 2010, Lionel Messi had evolved from a gifted young prospect into the undisputed leader of Barcelona and one of the greatest footballers on the planet. His combination of technical brilliance, consistency, humility, creativity, and determination had already secured numerous domestic and international trophies. Yet the most extraordinary achievements of his career, including record-breaking goal-scoring seasons, multiple Champions League triumphs, additional Ballon d'Or victories, and ultimate international glory with Argentina, still lay ahead. By the beginning of the 2010-11 season, Lionel Messi had firmly established himself as the best player in the world. His consistency, intelligence, and technical brilliance had elevated him above almost every other footballer of his generation. While many players enjoyed one or two exceptional seasons, Messi maintained an extraordinary level of performance year after year. Under Pep Guardiola, Barcelona continued to dominate European football. The team style of play, based on possession, quick passing, intelligent movement, and relentless pressing, became known as one of the finest examples of attacking football ever seen. Messi was the central figure in this system. During the 2010-11 season, Messi scored 53 goals in all competitions and produced countless assists. His ability to decide important matches became increasingly evident. Whether Barcelona faced domestic rivals or Europe's strongest clubs, Messi consistently delivered match-winning performances. One of the greatest moments of that season came in the UEFA Champions League semi-final against Real Madrid CF at the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium. Messi scored both goals in Barcelona's 2-0 victory. His second goal became one of the most celebrated goals in Champions League history. After receiving the ball near the halfway line, he dribbled past several defenders before calmly finishing into the corner of the net. Barcelona advanced to the UEFA Champions League final against Manchester United FC at Wembley Stadium. Messi scored in the final as Barcelona won 3-1. Many football experts described Barcelona's performance as one of the greatest team displays ever witnessed. Messi was named UEFA Best Player in Europe and strengthened his reputation as the world's finest footballer. In January 2011, Messi won his second consecutive Ballon d'Or. 1 year later, he received the award again, becoming one of the few players to win it 3 times in succession. His dominance over world football appeared almost complete. The 2011-12 season became one of the greatest individual seasons ever recorded. Messi scored an astonishing 73 goals in all competitions for Barcelona, breaking numerous club and European records. He also finished with dozens of assists, proving that he was not merely a goal scorer, but one of the greatest creators in football history. On March 7, 2012, Messi scored 5 goals against Bayer 0 for Leverkusen in a UEFA Champions League match. No player had ever scored 5 goals in a Champions League knockout match before. His performance amazed the football world. Later that year, Messi achieved another historic milestone by scoring 91 goals in the 2012 calendar year, surpassing the long-standing record of 85 goals set by German legend Gerd Müller in 1972. The achievement was widely regarded as one of the most remarkable records in football history. Messi won his 4th consecutive Ballon d'Or in 2012, becoming the first player ever to achieve that feat at only 25 years old. he had already entered the discussion as one of the greatest footballers of all time. Despite his club's success, international football remained challenging. Playing for Argentina national football team carried enormous pressure. Supporters expected him to replicate his Barcelona performances, while constant comparisons with Diego Maradona intensified public expectations. Argentina reached the 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil with Messi as captain. Throughout the tournament, he delivered several outstanding performances, scoring crucial goals in the group stage against Bosnia and Herzegovina, Iran, and Nigeria. His leadership and consistency guided Argentina to the knockout rounds. Argentina eventually reached the World Cup final against Germany national football team at the Maracana Stadium. Despite creating several dangerous opportunities, Argentina lost 1-0 after extra time. The defeat was heartbreaking for Messi and his teammates. Although Argentina failed to win the tournament, Messi received the Golden Ball as the best player of the World Cup. The award recognized his outstanding influence throughout the competition, but Messi later admitted that individual honors meant little without the World Cup trophy. The following years brought further disappointment. Argentina lost consecutive Copa América finals to Chile national football team in 2015 and 2016, both after penalty shootouts. After missing a penalty during the 2016 final, Messi announced his retirement from international football. His decision shocked the football world. Millions of supporters pleaded with him to return. Former players, coaches, teammates, political leaders, and fans all expressed their hope that he would continue representing Argentina. Only a few weeks later, Messi reconsidered his decision and returned to the national team. His love for Argentina and his desire to win a major international trophy proved stronger than the disappointment of repeated defeats. Meanwhile, Barcelona continued winning domestic trophies. Messi formed one of football's most famous attacking partnerships alongside Luis Suarez and Neymar. Known worldwide as MSN, the trio terrorized defenses across Europe with their pace, creativity, movement, and finishing. During the 2014-15 season, Barcelona won another historic treble, capturing La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the UEFA Champions League. Messi played a decisive role throughout the campaign, scoring important goals and producing memorable assists. By the end of the decade, Messi had broken virtually every major scoring record in Barcelona's history. He became the club's all-time leading goal scorer, appearance maker among outfield players, and assist provider. He also became La Liga's all-time leading goal scorer and one of the competition's greatest playmakers. His loyalty to Barcelona became one of the defining aspects of his career. Having joined the club as a 13-year-old boy, he spent more than 20 years representing its colors. He won dozens of domestic and international trophies while becoming the greatest player in the club's history. The year 2021 marked one of the most emotional and significant chapters in Lionel Messi's career. After spending more than 2 decades at FC Barcelona, he was forced to leave the club he had called home since the age of 13. Barcelona had been struggling financially for several years. Despite Messi agreeing to reduce his salary substantially in order to remain at the club, Spanish league financial regulations prevented Barcelona from registering his new contract. As a result, the club announced that Messi would leave as a free agent. The news shocked football supporters around the world. On August 8, 2021, Barcelona organized a farewell press conference. Messi, unable to hold back his emotions, broke down in tears before speaking. He explained that he had never imagined leaving the club in such a way and had hoped to finish his career at Barcelona. His teammates, coaches, journalists, and family members were visibly emotional. Millions of fans regarded the farewell as the end of one of football's greatest partnerships between a player and a club. Only a few days later, Messi signed a 2-year contract with Paris Saint-Germain FC. He joined a squad that already included world-class players such as Neymar and Kylian Mbappé. Messi chose the number 30 shirt, the same number he had worn when he first reached Barcelona's senior team. His arrival attracted enormous global attention. Thousands of supporters gathered outside the stadium to welcome him, while millions watched the unveiling ceremony online. Although his first season in France was not as prolific in terms of goal scoring as his Barcelona years, Messi gradually adapted to a new league, new teammates, and a different tactical system. His passing, vision, creativity, and playmaking remained exceptional. He helped Paris Saint-Germain win the Ligue 1 title during his first season. Meanwhile, Messi's international career finally reached the turning point that millions of Argentine supporters had been waiting for. In 2021, Argentina competed in the Copa América held in Brazil. Throughout the tournament, Messi delivered outstanding performances, scoring goals, providing assists, and leading the team both on and off the field. He finished as the competition's joint top scorer and leading assist provider, while being named the tournament's best player. Argentina reached the final against Brazil national football team at the famous Maracanã Stadium. A first-half goal by Ángel Di Maria secured a 1-0 victory for Argentina. When the final whistle sounded, Messi collapsed to the ground in tears. After years of heartbreaking defeats in major finals, he had finally won his first senior international trophy with Argentina. His teammates immediately surrounded him in celebration, lifting him into the air. Images of Messi smiling while holding the Copa América trophy became some of the most iconic photographs in modern football history. Winning the Copa América transformed public opinion in Argentina. Critics who had questioned his international legacy now celebrated him as one of the nation's greatest sporting heroes. The victory also relieved years of emotional pressure that Messi had carried throughout his career. In 2022, Argentina entered the FIFA World Cup in Qatar as one of the tournament favorites. Messi, now 35 years old, understood that this would likely be his final opportunity to win football's greatest prize. Argentina's campaign began with one of the biggest surprises in World Cup history, suffering a shocking defeat to Saudi Arabia national football team. The unexpected loss raised serious doubts about Argentina's chances of progressing beyond the group stage. Instead of losing confidence, Messi inspired his teammates to respond with determination. Argentina defeated Mexico and Poland to qualify for the knockout rounds. In the round of 16, Argentina overcame Australia. In the quarterfinals, they defeated the Netherlands after a dramatic penalty shootout. Messi scored during the match and calmly converted his penalty during the shootout, demonstrating remarkable composure under enormous pressure. Argentina then defeated Croatia 3-0 in the semi-final. Messi produced one of the greatest assists of his career by brilliantly dribbling past defender Josko Gvardiol before setting up Julian Alvarez for a goal. The FIFA World Cup final on December 18, 2022 against France national football team became one of the greatest matches in football history. Messi scored from the penalty spot in the first half as Argentina established a 2-0 lead. France staged a dramatic comeback led by Kylian Mbappé, forcing extra time. During extra time, Messi scored again after following up a rebound to restore Argentina's lead. Once again, France equalized, sending the final to a penalty shootout. Messi confidently converted Argentina's first penalty. Goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez made a crucial save, while Argentina successfully converted its remaining penalties. When Gonzalo Montiel scored the decisive penalty, Argentina became world champions for the first time since 1986. Messi fell to his knees in celebration before embracing his teammates, coaches, and family members. After years of near misses and heartbreaking defeats, he had finally lifted the FIFA World Cup trophy, the only major honor missing from his extraordinary career. Messi was awarded the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player, becoming the first footballer in history to win the award twice. His performances throughout the competition included 7 goals, 3 assists, and numerous decisive contributions in crucial matches. During the trophy presentation, Messi kissed the World Cup trophy before lifting it high into the air. The image instantly became one of the most famous photographs in sports history. Winning the World Cup ended one of football's longest debates. Many players, coaches, journalists, and supporters now regarded Messi as the greatest footballer of all time. In 2023, after completing his contract with Paris Saint-Germain, Messi announced that he would continue his career with Inter Miami CF in Major League Soccer. His arrival transformed football in the United States. Stadiums sold out, television audiences increased dramatically, merchandise sales reached record levels, and international attention focused on Major League Soccer. Messi made an immediate impact by scoring spectacular goals and leading Inter Miami to its first major trophy, the League's Cup. He consistently delivered match-winning performances, once again demonstrating his extraordinary ability to influence games regardless of the league or country. His move to the United States also expanded football's popularity across North America, inspiring a new generation of young players. By this stage of his career, Messi had won virtually every major trophy available at both club and international levels. His achievements included multiple UEFA Champions League titles, numerous La Liga championships, Copa del Rey titles, League One championships, the Copa América, the FIFA World Cup, the Finalissima, Olympic gold, the FIFA Club World Cup, the UEFA Super Cup, and many other honors. Individually, he accumulated an unprecedented collection of awards, including multiple Ballon d'Or trophies, FIFA Best Men's Player awards, European Golden Shoes League MVP awards, top scorer titles, and playmaker awards. He became the all-time leading scorer for Barcelona, Argentina, and several major competitions while also ranking among football's greatest assist providers. Beyond statistics and trophies, Messi earned worldwide admiration for his humility, professionalism, discipline, and respect toward teammates, opponents, referees, and supporters. Despite becoming one of the most famous athletes on earth, he remained known for his quiet personality and dedication to his family. His influence extended beyond football through charitable work, particularly in supporting children's education, healthcare, and access to sports. Through the Leo Messi Foundation, he has funded medical treatment, educational initiatives, and social programs for vulnerable children in several countries. By the end of this remarkable chapter, Lionel Andres Messi had transformed from a small boy facing a serious medical condition in Rosario into a global sporting icon whose name would forever be remembered among the greatest athletes in history.